In the Springs 4x4 Park, well, another training session and another reason that I want to share some love, and it's safety again. So, like the seatbelt thing, comment below. But here is a trap for young players, in my opinion. So this trailer, if you have a look in here, can you see all this in here, mate? On its way out of the park, has actually detached from the car for whatever reason, like the clip might not have been in right or what have you, but it's came off and it's buried itself into the dirt. And the danger of that is, if you're doing 100 k's down the highway and that goes into a bog hole, like a pothole or whatever, and the New England highway is full of them, it can potentially be a catapult. So the back of the van can flip over and like all sorts of drama. So I just wanted to show you something. This is not how you hook up a trailer. So all due respect to the gentleman that owns this car, the number one thing that he's done wrong is they're not crossed over. So these just pull to the side, the van hits the ground, becomes a bloody anchor. So you've got to cross these chains over when you hook them up. And number two, the chains are way too long. So when you buy a camper trailer or a box trailer, car trailer, whatever it may be, the chains are a nominated length. Like they don't set the chains to the length of your vehicle. That is completely up to you. So each car, each trailer has a different length chain. So the manufacturers just give you a run of the mill about that long, you work it out. So in my opinion, cross the chains over, you make it as tight as you can, right? So that's tight and it's not gonna work. So you just go back 2 links and that's how that should be attached. So all this slack's gone. So what happens in this scenario, when the chains are crossed over, this comes off the car, the chains actually cradle the end of this, it won't hit the ground, it'll catch it, and in some cases it won't even, like if it's a tow ball, because the chains are a little bit shorter, it won't even jump off the ball. Like it'll be loose and it'll bounce on the ball, but it won't physically come off because the chains will grab it and keep it on the ball. So anyway guys, we'll get this thing swapped over. Oh, here's another thing. See this here? That's an emergency brake system for this trailer. So if it comes off the car 100%, the design of that is that it engages the brakes and it pulls the trailer up as quickly as possible, right? In my opinion, you don't put that on with the chains. This needs to be on a third party section of the car. So, because if this car rips this tow bar off, that's going with it. It's not going to do absolutely anything. So this needs to be attached to something else in the back of the car here, not the chains. So when I do it with mine, I usually take this off. Don't even use the shackle. What I'll do is I'll pull that out and I'll wrap it around like the tow bar or something under here that's solid and put it back through itself and then plug it into here. Because then that way, if anything else fails, this is attached to a completely separate part of the car and it'll still apply the brakes and potentially save a life. So let's set this up. So like I say, you got to get the chain all square. Find the tie point, back 2 lengths, drop the shackle through there. I always like to put the D-shackle down like that as well. So if it does come loose, it vibrates back into itself. If it's that way and it vibrates out, well, it's just going to fall out, isn't it? Like, so always go from the top down. Some cars have it on the side, so you've got to go in from the side, but you know, in this case, that's the way to go. And do the shackle up, which I'll finish on that in a sec. Do the shackle up and back it off like a tiny little bit, so it still needs to be firm so it doesn't vibrate loose. So there's 3 links taken out of that. Make this one exactly the same. So if it does have to catch the van, it's equal load on the chains. So that one through there. So see that there? It's now a cradle. So if this comes off, the theory is that it'll catch the trailer, keep the drawbar off the ground, won't spear into the ground and act like a big anchor and cause a big major accident. Hey guys, hope you get something out of that. Comment below. Have I given you the right information? Have you got some better information? I'd like to hear about it. Talk soon.